What's up, you guys? So it was really awkward, but this is my first video and this is the look that I'm doing today. Just a nice smoky, orangey, just warm vibe, and absolutely love it. Nice glowy skin. So if you want to see how I did that, keep on watching, and I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so I already did this eye to start out, so we're just gonna go ahead and do this eye. First thing, I did already apply primer, which I used the Hourglass Veil Primer, and just letting that soak into my skin before I do anything else. So first thing is first is I'm going to use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance 24-Hour Anti-Crease, if you can see it, eyeshadow primer. So first thing, I'm going to grab the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, and the first color I'm going to be grabbing is Perfectionist, and I'm going to use just a nice fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M441. Just going to blend that in the crease and blend that out. Well, that wasn't cool. Okay, I'll try to stay back here so it doesn't do that. Okay, so the next color I'm going to grab is Homebody, which is right diagonal to that. And I'm going to grab a different blending brush, is the Morphe M573. And I'm going to grab Homebody and put that into my outer corner. I'm packing it on there. I'm bringing that halfway in, just a little bit above my crease, just to blend those two colors together. Oh my god, it's gonna be so annoying. And then I'm going to grab the other blending brush that I just used without adding any extra color on it, and I'm just going to make sure those two colors have blended out nice so it doesn't look like a harsh line. And with the same brush, I'm going to grab this really pretty color called Thick Skin. And I'm going to put that over top of Homebody just to deepen that outer corner up, give it a little bit more depth. And the same thing with this color, I'm only keeping it on the outer portion. I'm not going to bring it too far in, just maybe about halfway. So now I'm going to grab a nice flatter brush, and I'm going to grab the color Grateful, and I'm going to put that all over my lid and blending it in with the outer colors. And I'm just going to pack this color on. Then I'm going to get that blending brush I just used, and I'm going to blend it in with the colors right above that. I'm gonna go back in with Thick Skin. I'm just going to make sure that the outer portion is a lot darker than my lid. So next I'm going to get this BH Cosmetics brush, and the pack, I believe it, oh my god, I can't even read anything. Number 6. It's just a nice flat, more of a dense brush, and I'm going to grab the first color in the palette called Certified. I'm going to put that in my inner corner and kind of lighten up that inner corner, that way it's not too dark. Bringing that up and out onto the lid. Bring that about halfway onto the lid, just right over top of Grateful pretty much. I feel like it just lightens it up, gives it a nice softer look. And with that smaller brush that I put, what was it called? The brush that I used to put Grateful on, I'm just going to make sure that it's nice and soft and not a harsh line. And then I'm going to grab this Tarte's Pro Glow to Go palette, and I'm going to use this middle highlight called Burst with a smaller flat brush. This one doesn't have a number on it, it's by Morphe, and I'm going to put that right over top of where I put Certified. It just gives it a subtle shimmer with a touch of like a yellow gold. I don't want too much of a shimmer, but I do want it to pop out whenever certain lighting hits it. So now I'm going to curl my lashes. Oh my god, that is so annoying. Stop. Okay, so for mascara, I'm using the Buxom, the Blackest Black mascara. I just want to give them a nice coat before I apply falsies. Okay, and for lashes, I'm going to be using the Kiss Lash Couture Faux Mink collection in Little Black Dress. They're just nice, cute, and short. Okay, so now that the lashes are on, I'm going to go ahead and apply foundation. So the foundation I'm using today is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better The Illuminating. And I am, sadly, the lightest color that they have, so we're using the color Fair. And let's get my hair out of my face. And I'm going to use a brush first. So I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics number 2 brush. And just going to apply a pump on top of my hand. Just going to, smells like a certain candy that I've eaten, and I can't think of what it is. It smells really sweet though, and sugary, but it's not too bad, which is nice. It's the first time I'm ever using this, so we'll see how I like it. so now that I have that blended in with a brush, I'm going to go back in with my beauty sponge. And I'm just going to make sure everything is nice and blended and it doesn't have any streaks. I will say, normally I don't like the glowiness that this foundation is giving me, but right now my skin is super dry and I really like it. My skin is super oily, so that's saying a lot, but we'll see how I like it throughout the day. For concealer, I'm going to be using the NARS, and this is light 1.25. I'm going to apply that under my eyes, by my nose, on my chin, and a little bit on my forehead. I think just because I have a lot of redness showing through, I'm going to apply a little bit of concealer on my nose. Just a little bit. Just pat that on there. Okay, so now I'm going to get the, where did it go? I'm going to get the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour little palette that I have, and this is for the lighter skin tones. And I'm going to get this Morphe M438 brush, and I'm going to apply the light shade under my eyes. I'm not going to apply too much, just enough to where I don't crease. Just pat that in. And pack down the sides of my nose and on my chin. Just lightly dusting. I just want it to set, but I don't want it to be too matte. I do want my skin to be nice and glowy. Anywhere where I have creasing. I will say that this foundation is really nice combination with the NARS concealer too. Don't have any major creasing so far. Ooh, I like this. Okay, so now instead of contouring, I want to bronze because I just want my skin to have a little bit more color than what I do have right now because I am very pale right now. So where did it go? Okay, so I'm going to grab the NARS, what color is this? Vallarta matte. I think it's the lightest one, to be honest. I think they only had 2. I'm going to grab a big fluffy bronzer brush. I'm going to tap that on there. Start out light too, especially because I didn't put any powder on this area of my face, so I don't want it to stick and have one spot where it looks awful. Oh my gosh, my hairs. I'm just going to apply that on my temples as well, just to kind of warm up my face and up on my forehead. I'm like barely tapping on the color. I don't want it to look muddy, and I don't want it to have some dark spots where it doesn't look blended. I'm staying closest to my hairline as possible. So even though it's definitely not natural, it looks a little bit more natural. Just going underneath on my chin and my jaw. And then the center of my face, I'm not going to do too much. I do want it to be lighter. I'm just going to kind of, I'm not adding any extra color on this, just adding a little bit of warmth on the sides of my nose because I don't want to contour it. I think it looks fine. So next I'm going to get, I don't want this one actually. No, yeah, we're using it. We're gonna use it. So I'm going to use the ColourPop Truffle Shuffle. And it does have a little bit of a shimmer, so I think that'll be actually kind of nice for a nice glowy effect. So I'm going to use the Eco Tools brush. And I'm just going to put a little bit of color, not all the way on the apples of my cheeks, but a little bit next to it, and move it up just a tad next to the bronzer. It does have a nice sheen to it. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Normally I don't, but I really like that. So I think for the lower part of my eyes, I'm going to grab the color Homebody and Thick Skin right here. And I'm going to mix those two and apply it on my lower lash line. So I'm going to use the Morphe E18 brush. Just like how this one kind of smudges it out together, but it's not too harsh. Gotta make sure those connect. I'm only gonna bring it about halfway. Gonna smoke it down a little bit. I'm literally only tapping one time on each color, tapping off the excess and going in. Okay, So next I'm going to grab that same brush that I used earlier for the certified color, and I'm actually going to go back into certified. I'm actually going to go back in with certified with that same brush, and I'm going to apply it right next to that orange. It just brightens up the eyes. So now some bottom mascara. I'm gonna go back in with the same one actually. I'm gonna use the buxom one again. Okay, so last thing, I don't really think I want to apply any highlighter. My skin already looks really glowy, and since I have a lot of texture on my cheeks, I don't want to add to that. So we're gonna go ahead and apply some lipstick. Oh my god, the tip just broke off of that. No. And this is BFF, just like a nice nude color, and yeah, it definitely broke just now, but we're gonna go for it. So and then I'm going to fill it in with the Milani lipstick. This is Nude Cream number 26. It smells really sweet too. Why does everything smell like candy? And then since my skin is nice and glowy, I don't want everything to look too matte, so I'm going to apply some lip gloss over that. I'm just going to use a clear, and this one I'm using is the CoverGirl. It kind of looks like it would be shimmery, but honestly it's not. It's like the perfect gloss. Okay, last thing, setting spray. I'm going to be using, where'd it go? The It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better setting spray. This is with hyaluronic acid and coconut water. So I'm going to just hold my hair back. This smells really good too. Oh my god. Okay, and that is it. So this is the final look. It's nice orangey. I love oranges, especially with brown eyes, hazel eyes. I feel like it just really pops out all of the color. And